Well, hey everybody, at Churchill Downs, home of the Kentucky Derby, loading up some tent pieces parts. As you can see way out there, and all these arena tents, and this is what we got going. I'm going to shoot this probably in multiple parts, but they laid down each course of the beams and wood pieces in between. We got all that, and then they put wood up here and here to lay the arches on. Each stack left and right is 5,000 each, roughly. This lift almost could lift it, but its max lift is 5,000, so he knew roughly what it was. Not that much weight. See what we got going here. So he's going to take, because we have some differential heights, he's going to move this stack over here along with the wood and get this all squared away so it's a little bit more level. Then we're going to try and work some other bundles on top and also on the back to help make up for, some of the space, because this does eat a lot of space with these arch pieces. So what I'll do is I'll end up having probably at least probably 5 straps or something over the top. I'm going to have some here, some here, and they'll be, because of the nature of the arch and physics, they will be pulling everything in and down. So they can't actually slip under either way. So there won't be any tipping. You'll have way too many over the top, but I'll just make sure there's some down low. So when they're nice and tight, no piece can go, and most of them are touching the bulkhead, or at least squared away that way. This is a pretty cool load. I was getting an inspection. It was Friday. It was noon. Time was running out on me to get a load under normal business hours, and happened to see this one load on Saturday. I asked him if I could come down here, and I got permission to come in and lock gate, and they're redoing the parking lot anyway, and because over there is the practice starting gate, practice field, and that kind of thing. But I got to sit in here and camp overnight, so it's no big deal. I'm not losing, I'm not losing out anything. No time, my clock is, I'm just sitting here, so it's no big deal. They put this stuff on last night, and I'm just waiting for them to come back and finish it. So part of it got loaded, and then just wait for the day to finish. I told them it's no big deal, I'll hang out. But as you can see, there's Churchill Downs steeples way over there, and there's the main grandstands. So it's a pretty old establishment. It's pretty cool. Of course, all this is blocked off. I got up to the fence and took some photos through the fence, but that's as close as we're allowed to get. Of course, we're taking care of the event materials. This is my area of operation, so I'm obviously not going to be leaving it and causing issues or problems, so I don't need to do that. I just wanted to see it, and look through the fence and stuff. That's fine. So yeah, they're redoing the whole parking lot. I heard that the parking spots are $400 a crack on Derby Day. That's a lot of money. So they're going to redo the, looks like drainage, and probably re-asphalt the whole thing. I don't know. I just know they're redoing part of it. So a lot more parking that way. And so that's a hot ticket. Some of the load is pretty close to the bulkhead. It's not quite touching, so I guess that one is probably 1/8 of an inch away. But at least I know that if it moved, which it won't, it would come right down on the deck. So we're not worried about that. And there's plenty of room in the back here too. So I'm not going to worry about it as I lay all these straps down. They're going to be squared away. The height is not an issue. It's way underneath. So I got my engine worked on the other day, and we took care of this EGR crap. No more of that. And because it was throwing codes left and right, I was running out the coast and back a couple of times. You've seen the loads. They were fire brick, same crap, aluminum billets back, and then some couple of, one time I had a GE load back, 2 20-foot cans. You've seen those too. So I didn't shoot any videos of those because you've seen them. There's nothing unusual. So I just said, hell with that. But the engine was running a lot better. I've got 2 new gauges to watch. I've got a pyro, which I didn't have before, and I've got a boost gauge. So I'm going to be watching how they programmed it and getting to learn how to drive the truck all over again. And that's okay. I've got some more stuff to repair on the truck that I want to do, a little bit of cosmetic. But getting that engine taken care of, it was $2,500 flat fee, and then I had a couple other things that I wanted changed. I wanted a new alternator because it's the original, and that makes it, you know, basically 8 years old and 931,000 miles on the truck. So we're doing real good. I just want to make sure I take care of it good. There's one little bolt missing on the front where they do the overhead, and that was included. The overhead that was included in the price, but the bolt was missing, and I couldn't see it. I didn't even know it was missing. I thought it was the plate that was just leaching a little bit of oil and causing a slobber, and I couldn't find it. I tightened the bolts and have it washed. I couldn't see it. So when they got in there, they found it, and they replaced the bolt, and that stopped that slobber. It wasn't like it was running out. It was just a bare weeping, but it's enough for the fan to splatter that shit everywhere and make the truck look like it was a pig. So I don't like that. I got some more things I want to do, but I want to keep you guys updated. I haven't done videos much. I had 3 videos I thought were on my card, and they were just blank. There was a file there, but it was blank. So I went ahead and I reformatted my cards, and I'm just going to go ahead, if everything starts improving, I get paid for this engine repair off of our credit card. I'm going to go ahead and buy a couple of extra new cards and see if I can stop some of this mess, because, you know, I wanted to do more videos for you guys. I did meet a Landstar. I won't say his name because he told me, but I'm just going to, you know, not say anything. And he told me, he walked up to me, he says, I've seen every one of your videos, and you've shown me everything I need to know about flatbed. And I was like, what? He took the class, which was 5 hours or something, and they had somebody in there that never done it before. He says, the only thing that saved me was your class. And I felt good. I felt awful humbled. And I was just glad to help somebody, to know that he was out there working and making money and doing it right. And you know, he's learned from other people too on YouTube, and it was great. I was glad to see it. You know, that way he's not hurting anybody. He's not in the general public. He's not causing problems. He's doing everything just right. And I'm just kind of glad for that. It made me feel good. So I'm glad some people are getting good effect out of the videos. I'll probably do a finished one when I'm all done. And the guy's out running around now. He's went over to help somebody. They'll come back with more equipment, but they're going to load up top deck a little bit here, bottom probably too. So we'll be in good shape. And then I'll shoot a finish up video with everything already tied down. So we'll see you in a few. Yep, everything's working. Always check. So anyway, we ended up loading the rest of the stuff up. It was quite a lot of finagling for all the extra aluminum pieces. I ended up moving all my lumber down there, all my tarps back there, so I can put these 10-foot bundles on. So I got 1 belly, 2 over the top on here. It should be fine. This was a pain in the ass to have to get everything in here and climb up in there to do it, because the lever binder wouldn't do it. I didn't have enough room to swing. So everything is important just to get it sandwiched together in the loader, work together. The person that's helping, make sure they see there's no gaps. I try and climb up there and take a look, but look pretty good. But you have to check it. Put my tarps back here, and this should be pretty good. This stuff has got edges on it, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult, you know, to get the chains to slide over. And if it doesn't want to act right, I'll put a freaking strap over it. I'll do a 3-inch, you know. But on this stuff is heavier, so you can see a heavier plate. So I did opposite side holes, but they're tracked. So I wanted to make sure that they were down through and everything like that. It's not, wouldn't have done me any good to try and put a chain under any of these pieces. There wasn't enough room. So I wanted to make sure that part of the actual welded material was in there. And these are also trapless straps and everything. So I've got a good capture, and they're captured 4 ways with web strap from the shipper. So everything is tightened down pretty good. As you can see on this side, all the straps got their twist in them. And, you know, all this stuff is inside. It doesn't look like it is, but if you look down the line, everything is good to go. And you don't have to worry about binders causing an issue, because they're not counted. It's not going to make you oversized or any kind of crap like that. So it's all good. I'll just keep an eye on it. As soon as I get down the road and bounce around a little bit, then, you know, I'll just go a little bit north outside the loop and around the 264 or the 265, and then I'll probably get in there and check the truck stop. I won't go very far before I check chains and everything else in there. If there's any rough roads, I'm trying to settle any of this stuff and to make sure, you know, sometimes there's inserts. We did find one over there, pulled it out and stuck it in another box. Make sure there's no loose parts and other stuff like that, because there's little pieces of steel can be hanging out. It can be a missile at 65. So I think you guys are going to like this one. This one is a first, and it's definitely unusual shapes. We ended up, like I said, with 5 straps pulling. It's definitely neutraled out. It's not going to be causing an issue. It's down on the dunning. Everything else is good. We got lots of room. I think it's about time to get the hell out. I get this truck started and aired up, and we should be good to go and head out. We'll see you guys on the road.